It's fun when you have weekends like that and you could really take advantage of the raw speed that was in the race car. I had my first pair of Jordans. Those things are one for one.
Well, Ryan, congratulations on what I would categorize as a pretty dominant weekend from the time that thing rolled out of the trailer. Wow, that had to be fun to drive.
Yeah, just one of those weekends to where everything went smooth. Practice was great for us. I thought we were in the ball game in practice and put up a good qualifying effort. And then yeah, just raced and was really competitive and just got a little bit better and better through the day. And Jonathan did a great job of, not only preparing through the week of understanding where we needed to be, but also, calling a grid race, adjusting on our car through the race. And so yeah, it's fun when you have weekends like that and it all works out for you, that everybody executed and you could really take advantage of the raw speed that was in the race car.
Yeah, it's so crazy when you have cars like that. I can think back and you can as well. Just think back to how many times that something went wrong or you got in a crash or something that happened along the way to take away that dominant car. But when you talk about that dominant car, we talked about it. We talk about it on the show, and I think about when you go and everybody, the manufacturer's trying to make it fair for who gets to go do these tests. And I think about Logano going up there, and I think back to last year. You think back to North Wilkesboro and kind of the trajectory that it changed the path. How impactful, I think back to just those two moments, are those tests and being able to just find two or three little things with as competitive as it is today. But man, that seems like a pretty impactful moment from those tire tests.
I think it has been. We've been able to utilize those tests very well. That whole 22 group has been able to go do that. And those tire tests are interesting because you really have to take advantage of them when you get selected for one, because we don't get to test much anymore. In general, really, the only tests we have are tire tests, and then you don't know exactly what tire you're going to run when you're running through 5, 6, 7 different sets of tires. So they just did a great job of building a big notebook of what they thought it was going to be like, and then kind of looking back at everything they did. Hey, we think this is a good direction. And then tinkering on it, in the time between that test and the race weekend. And a huge props to all of Team Penske, Wood Brothers, bringing awesome speed all weekend. And that's a big testament of the work that they do. And I think we've done a great job at that of utilizing the things that when we can learn, we definitely learn from them a lot. And it just speaks to the people that we have here and are involved in our program. And this is a huge part of what they do. So they should be incredibly proud of that.
Yeah, and when you look at the end of the race, and one thing that I think that the whole garage is jealous of, and you look at the situation between the 11 and the 54 is just that communication and how you guys all work together. Is that something that Roger preaches, and because it just seems like that's just who you guys are now. It's I don't even know if he has to even tell you anymore, but you think back to you and Joey racing for the championship, but you listen to Josh Berry talk about it after the race this week and how far he would have not pushed things in order to win the race, to be respectful. Is that a conversation that you guys have to have anymore?
No. There is never any team orders that come from Roger. The only thing that is kind of preached is he expects us to race each other just as hard as everybody else, but it's just don't wreck each other doing it. Don't wreck each other running 1-2 trying to win the race. And we work so closely here at Team Penske, from the drivers and crew chiefs and engineers. Like, it's one big group. It's a joint effort to be competitive. And I personally feel like we do that better than any group, of just working together and figuring out ways that our whole company can be successful. And it comes down to the racetrack too. Hey, we race each other really hard. Like, moments yesterday, Joey and I were racing the heck out of each other for the lead. Me and Josh at the end of the race raced each other super hard, but we're not going to run into each other. And hey, I'm not knocking the other deal that went on. This is kind of how we've operated for a long time. And it just stems from what Roger has always expected is to race hard and go for wins when you can get them, but be smart about it. And, don't go out there and kind of do something that is going to jeopardize the whole team. And it's fun when you can have that. You trust those guys a lot, and we have a lot of respect for each other behind the wheel and as teammates and their whole teams. And it's fun when you can go out there and race hard with the guys that you work with on a day-to-day basis.
Well, that's pretty impressive, and you guys are pros and execute it well. So, last question is from the peanut gallery from the third chair over here. But I'm told that I needed to ask you about your driving shoes from the weekend. Did you get new driving shoes this weekend?
Yeah, I had my first pair of Jordans on this weekend. I've been bugging Michael Jordan for a pair for probably 6 months, and finally got them sent to me. Wore them for the first time this weekend in practice. The soles were a little different, so I had to spend about 10, 15 laps in practice, kind of getting used to the different soles on them. And yeah, those things are 1 for 1. So they have a good track record, and pretty cool to do that. Pretty amazing to. I've been really lucky to have, create a friendship with MJ. Just an amazing human being, someone I admired growing up, and still do this very day. And pretty nice gesture that he was got me a pair of shoes and to do that stuff. So yeah, those things are they got a good track record so far. So we'll see what else they can do.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Well, congratulations, man. You guys absolutely put it together and kicked butt this weekend, and good luck for the rest of the playoffs.
Awesome. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it.